again. So today I have another tag video for you. Again, lots of tag videos, but this one I was tagged in. I'm pretty sure this is the first tag video that I've ever been tagged in, so this is pretty exciting for me. I was tagged by Britt of Britty X Beauty here on YouTube. I will link her video down below. And yeah, I'll just get right into the tag. This one has, I believe, 2 parts. It has a all-time favorite section and then a question section. So for the all-time favorite section, it's going to ask a bunch of different products, and I'm going to tell you my favorite, and then I will answer the questions after. So, all-time favorite blush. For this one, there is absolutely no question. My all-time favorite blush is Benefit Coralista. You can tell because I have hit pan. This is the first and only blush that I have ever hit pan on. I absolutely love this blush. I'm wearing it right now. It smells so good. It's such a pretty color. I'm addicted to it. That is also why I have 2 more blushes that pretty much exactly duplicate that one, which is our Jordana Coral Sandy Beach and e.l.f. Candid Coral, wherever that one got to. All-time favorite bronzer. Just for straight up bronzer, I'm going to go with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I use this in practically every video. It just smells amazing. It's such a nice color on my skin, and it blends super easily. All-time favorite foundation. Again, this one's pretty easy for me. And I have to go with my Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation. Just every time I put this on, I'm so impressed with how good it looks on my skin. Even at the very end of the day, even if I get like a little bit of shine, it still looks super amazing. It just kind of gets even more natural as the day goes on. I'm sure it wouldn't work for super oily skin types, but I'm just like slightly oily and a bit combination, sometimes a bit dry. So this is like my holy grail foundation. I never want to run out of that. Brushes. For this one, I don't have like a specific answer. Like the first 3 were very, very easy for me. I do really like my XO Beauty brushes. I think they're really soft and really fluffy and dense, and I'm just rubbing blush all over my face. But I also think that the e.l.f. Studio brushes are really great quality, especially for what you pay, as they're only like $3 each. No more than like $6 or $8, I think, for like the biggest brushes, like the Kabukis. So I think those are really great brushes. I also do quite like the Real Techniques brushes. I love my contour brush. But yeah, if I had to pick favorites, it would probably be between the XO Beauty and the e.l.f. Complexion. These ones are softer, but a lot more expensive. These ones are super cheap and great for what you get for the money. Favorite lipstick has got to be the hardest question for me to answer in the entire world. I do really love this one, which is the one, obviously the one I'm wearing right now, which is my most recent purchase from MAC, which is Relentlessly Red. Which you should have seen in my most recent haul video. I also really love LUV by Kat Von D, the bright purple matte lipstick. The Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, not the like studded lipstick tube one. I love Candy Yum Yum, Saint Germain, Morange. Yeah, this is ridiculously hard for me to pick because I love lipstick and I love changing them up. Palette, favorite palette. That's gotta go between these 2. Both Urban Decay. Both Naked, but this is obviously the first Naked palette, and this is the original Naked Basics. Both really great. I love I might have to go with the Naked Basics palette just because it's a palette that I reach for a lot. I'm sure you've all seen it, but here's another look. It's just got a bunch of really great neutrals, an almost black, a dark brown, which works perfectly for my brows. A great sort of transition color here, 2 great skin tones, and a slightly shimmery highlight. And I just reach for this palette all the time to supplement my other palettes, and I know I'll repurchase it if I ever run through it. But I do also really love the Naked Basics palette, or the Naked palette, the original. It's just got a gorgeous range of shades. I don't think there's a single one in here that I don't like to use. These 2 together make a really gorgeous smoky eye. These 3 right here are fantastic and some of my favorite colors to use in general. And then it's got some great neutral shades and highlight shades. It's just a really great sort of beginner's basic palette. My favorite highlighter. I'm not sure I have like strong opinions about highlighters, but just because I've been using it for so long and I do really love how it looks on the skin, I'm going to go with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, which is this baby right here. And I feel like I've been using it for a long time, and I don't know if you can tell, but it hasn't even dented. The dome is like completely intact. It's so weird. And then finally, mascara. I've used a ton of different mascaras, and I've had a few favorites that have been discontinued on me. Two of those have been the Urban Decay Big Fatty Waterproof Mascara, which was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. I probably went through like 3 or 4 tubes before they discontinued it. And then there was the Maybelline Turbo Volume Express, which had a really great sort of traditional bristle brush, and I went again through probably 3 or 4 of those before they discontinued them. Maybelline mascaras in general are really good, except for the Colossal Volume. I'm not big on the Colossal Volume line. But right now my favorite mascara has to be the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express Waterproof. I think this is my 2nd or 3rd tube. It's starting to get down there. I'll probably need to buy another one again. I do have the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and it is good, but I don't really like the brush on it because, I mean, the bottles look really similar. So once this one is completely gone, I'll probably take the brush out of this one and pop it in here, and that'll just make this mascara a bit better for me. But I really don't like the brush on that one, and the Rocket Volume brush is awesome. So that is it for the favorites. So on to the questions. Question number 1. What is your all-time favorite thing about YouTube? Probably my favorite thing about YouTube is that it allows like a large variety of people to express themselves in whatever way they want. Just specifically talking like within the beauty world, it's kind of cool to see like different makeup styles from different people and different places. Like pretty much all year round you can get spring and summer or winter and fall looks because you get like videos from both hemispheres, right? And I follow a lot of like Australian and New Zealand YouTubers myself, so it's like it'll be dead of winter and you're still getting like the bright fun summer looks, and it kind of exposes you. I mean, YouTube's kind of a culture within itself, and it's very sort of intermingled, and a lot of people know each other and do videos with each other, especially in similar areas. Like a lot of the British YouTubers know each other. Probably just the number of people around the world that you can watch and connect with and follow is one of my favorite things about YouTube. Question number 2. Out of all of your makeup products, what is your all-time favorite one that you have to have at all times? You can only pick one item. If I could only pick one thing, I would have to go with mascara. Preferably this one, but if I could only have one thing and I couldn't pick like specifically, I would pick mascara. What is your all-time least favorite thing about YouTube? I'm not sure if I have a least favorite thing about YouTube. One thing that's not exactly a negative, and again specifically talks to like the beauty tube section of YouTube, which is not all of YouTube, I understand. But I think one thing that is kind of funny about YouTube, not necessarily a bad thing, but one thing that's kind of odd, is just the way that there's a lot of similarities in the way that people on YouTube do their makeup. It's like it's full face like every time, and you watch that much of people doing full face makeup, like foundation and powder and concealer and contouring and highlighting and like 5 eyeshadows, and it's just like this becomes like so normal to you that you do it yourself, and you go out and you realize no one else is wearing that much makeup. And even if you're so confident in that makeup, it's just a little bit weird that you're the only one wearing that much. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing to find something that you like and have a place to express that and share it with other people like you can on YouTube. But I think sometimes if you get absorbed into the YouTube bubble, you forget how people usually function, if that makes any sense. Again, I'm not saying that this is like a super negative thing, just that it is an odd thing. Question number 4. Who is your all-time favorite YouTuber? Without a question, like hands down, Shannon Harris of ShanXO. I think she's gorgeous and funny and adorable, and I love her accent, and her makeup is always like so perfect. And yeah. Number 5, what is your all-time favorite makeup product to apply? So not necessarily my favorite product, just my favorite one to put on. Possibly brows, just because... No, that's wrong. I don't like applying brows because it's so easy to mess it up, and then you just have too much eyebrow, or it's a weird shape, and then there's nothing you can do. Maybe contour, because it can make a really pretty naturally like subtle difference, but it's super easy to apply. Maybe I'm just lucky and I've only ever used products that were super easy to blend, but I've never like felt like I put anything on too heavily, or that I had a hard time blending it out and making it look natural. So probably contour or blush. Something that's like really easy to apply that actually makes a difference. Question number 6, what is your all-time least favorite makeup product to apply? Liquid eyeliner. It's just hard, it's stressful. You do like this whole wonderful makeup look and it looks so good, and you go to put on your liquid eyeliner, and if you fuck it up, that's it. You have messed up the entire makeup look and it's just done. You have to take it off, or you have to deal with it and just keep drawing the line thicker and trying to figure out how you're going to make it work, and it's just bad. It's just so much stress that I usually will just skip it if I'm considering doing a liquid eyeliner. Usually I'll only do liquid eyeliner if I didn't do a ton of like eyeshadow first. Like if I do like a natural look, I'll add winged eyeliner. But I'm not going to do it if I added like 5 eyeshadows on my eyes, because it's just too much stress. Question number 7, what is your all-time favorite brand of makeup? I have 2. Is that okay? My all-time favorite brands are a high-end and a low-end, but my high-end one is Urban Decay. Definitely Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay. Their eyeshadows are great. Their lipsticks are good. Eyeliner. I would love to try more of their face products, like their concealer, their foundation, their powder, but I haven't really got around to it. I also love their setting sprays. Urban Decay is like the first place I go every time I walk into a Sephora. For drugstore, my favorite is definitely Maybelline. I love so much stuff from Maybelline. They have the color tattoos, they have great mascara, they have really good lipsticks. They're just a great brand. I need to try a lot more from Maybelline probably, but there is a ton that I already really love. Question number 8, what is your all-time least favorite brand of makeup? I don't have like a makeup hate or anything. I have stuff that I don't really tend to go to, but there is stuff that I like specifically avoid. I don't usually get along too well with CoverGirl, just in general. Their products don't really work for me. I find them hard to work with. Their mascaras flake, their eyeshadows just aren't that fabulous. I don't know, I'm not drawn to CoverGirl. I don't usually go for L'Oreal just because, I don't know, I don't like the way they market themselves. I've never had an amazing experience with any of their products, and they are one of the more expensive things, at least in the Canadian drugstore. So again, not something I'm drawn to. Another one that I don't like, and I feel bad for not liking them because so many people love them, but I kind of have a grudge now. But Tarte, again, is another one that I'm not really big on. The grudge started when I got the Lights Camera Splashes mascara, and it was just wet and I couldn't make it work. And I think I used it for like 2 months and it never really dried out and got to a consistency that I could use. And it has such adorable packaging and people love that mascara so much. But I can't. I'm also not really big on the whole like Tarte Lip Surgeons thing. I mean, they're okay, but they're kind of just expensive, glorified, less comfortable versions of the Revlon Kissable Balm Stains. I don't know. Again, not a brand I'm really attracted to. Question number 9. What is the one all-time lesson you have learned from being on YouTube? There's a lot that I have learned from YouTube. Pretty much all of my makeup stuff comes from YouTube. A little bit comes from like personal experience and magazines and stuff. I have no actual training. If any of you have ever wondered that, I don't. I'm completely self-taught, and YouTube taught me pretty much everything that I have learned. Some things that I learned from YouTube were eyebrows are like super important. Without your eyebrows, you look like you didn't finish doing your makeup. Everything else can look so wonderful, but if you don't have eyebrows on, meh. And I have really sparse eyebrows, so it's super, super obvious if I don't do them. So yeah. Also, just blending and not being scared of using like multiple eyeshadows. Before YouTube, I was kind of like one light colored eyeshadow, and that was pretty much all I was willing to do. I wasn't willing to like blend. I would never have put something like underneath my eyebrows. And I'm pretty sure I also acquired my love of lipsticks from YouTube because I used to hate anything living on my lips, and now I feel weird if I'm not wearing a lipstick. And now question number 10, which of your all-time friends should do this tag? I'll probably leave some more people down below. I'm so bad at thinking up like people to do things on the spot, and I didn't like prepare a list or anything, which would have been really intelligent to read over the questions and then prepare a list of people I wanted to tag, but I didn't do that. So I'm going to tag some people. Feel free to do this either in video form or blog form. I mean, it's your life and your stuff, so do what you want. I don't know. I will list a few names down below and probably tweet or comment at them that they should do the tag as well. And yeah, so check down below. But even if I don't tag you, feel free to do the tag and let me know down below and I will check it out. As I say in like every single one of my tag videos, I love watching and reading tags. So let me know if you do it down below. Also, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you love tag videos and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!